Hope you guys enjoyed the wonderful and beautiful weekend. Yes, today is already Monday, and at the same time, today's the last day of the month. Yes, it's already June 30th, and it does seem like time flies by. A lot of people say time flies by quickly when you're having a great time, so obviously that is true in this case because you guys are tuning in. And I hope you guys are all ready for the summer, especially if it's first time experiencing the summer season here in Korea. Make sure to drink lots of water and H2O and all the other good fluids, because if you don't, you're gonna burn up. You get really dehydrated in Korea. And also, hope you guys have an air conditioner in your homes. If not, try to go and find a nice fan. In Korea, you can get a fan for a good deal. They even sell them at supermarkets too, as well. So it's easy to find. But it doesn't matter how hot the weather gets in Korea, because we'll be here to cool things down for you guys to have a great time. And we're going to start off our show with the first song of the day. It's going to make you feel like dancing on this wonderful Monday morning. It's Smooth and Terrell with Laid on Me. That was Smooth and Terrell with Laid on Me. And right now you guys are tuned into What's Poppin' with Brian Jew on TBS EFM on 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, today we're live, so we want to update you guys and let you know to send us a text at sharper pound 1013 for a charge of 51. Hit us up on Kakao with a free message, but to do that, you have to add TBS EFM as a plus friend. Also, if you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter and get all your friends and family to do that as well, and tweet us away at TBS What's Poppin'. And like I said, we're live today, so you guys can give us a call at 02-778-1013. And if you have a longer email and a message or a shout out that you want to say in detail, there's an email address, which is efmpoppin@gmail.com. And for all you curious people out there who want to check out our playlist, please come to our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/EFM/What's Poppin'. Now, moving on to today's pick. Yes, y'all, another Monday morning and another today's pick. Now, the topic for today's pick can sound a little scary for a few of you guys because we're going to talk about going to the dentist. Now, going to the dentist is quite scary, but also quite overwhelming because the treatments are quite expensive here in Korea. Now, basic treatments, if lucky, can be covered by the National Health Service, and they recently added a new category. Now you can get your teeth cleaned and get rid of your plaque and tartar with only 10,000 won. But there is a but, of course. You can only do this once a year, so keep that in mind. And don't forget when that once a year is, all right, guys? And since that benefit was added last July, today's the last day to do, get your teeth cleaned, all right? And then after today, tomorrow is the start of the new season for this coverage. All right, guys, so keep that in mind. If you haven't gotten your teeth cleaned, go to your dentist today. That doesn't sound appetizing to go to the dentist because no one likes to go. Either way, even if it's inconvenient, for you to go to the dentist because you're a lot scared, it's a convenient coverage to get covered in Korea for that price. Now, just waiting outside and listening to people getting their, teeth treated can be a little scary because all the drilling you hear when you're waiting in the lobby. You can actually hear the dentist saying a few scary things to certain people, like how many cavities they have and which teeth they got to drill or which tooth they got to pull out. It gets a little overwhelming, a little scary. And just thinking about being in a dental clinic already gives me goosebumps because I was recently there. I don't like going to the dentist. I thought I did, but no, especially, sometimes you got your teeth, just getting cleaned and then they hit a sensitive spot and that freaks you out. Yes. So either way, please let us know if you had any funny episodes while you were at the dentist's office. If not, a scary episode or something that you fear when you go to the dentist. Let us know on Twitter, Kakao, messaging us, of course, text messages, emails, or like we said, we're live today, so please give us a call at 02-778-1013. Now, we brought you a song that you can listen to while you're nervously waiting in the waiting area. Hopefully, it'll calm you down before they start all that crazy drilling. Check it out. It's a great song by Kimbra, and the song is called Cameo Lover. That was Kimbra singing Cameo Lover. Now, I can picture some people, some of our listeners right now, dancing to this track. Now, what do you guys think of the song? I thought it was great. If you've never heard of Kimbra, now y'all been served. But like I said, she's pretty good, right? And you probably didn't know just by hearing her voice, y'all didn't know that she's actually from New Zealand, just like Lorde, and she's now based in Melbourne, Australia. Now, she obviously has a very unique musical style, and she loves blending electro pop and R&B with some jazz elements as well. Now, her live performances are quite energetic, sort of like, you know, like when Bjork kind of meets Beyonce. I know it's a weird mix, so if you like her song and you're curious about her, go check her out. Check out her performances online. Now, before we move on to the next artist, today for today's pick, we're talking about going to the dentist. Now, I know today's pick, you guys are thinking, that's not a really good thing to talk about, because I would say about 90% of the people I know hate going to the dentist. Unlike me, I know it's a little weird, but I don't mind going to the dentist because, you know, you're getting teeth cleaned. Who doesn't like that? Anyways, Ebony just wrote, "Hi, Brian. How are you? Hope you had a great weekend. Can you please play Superstition by Stevie Wonder? Please and thank you." Well, we'll keep that in mind. Superstition is a great song. I think we played it a few times here, so we need to change things up, you know, get some more variety. So if you have another song, Ebony, from Stevie Wonder, please send us your requests. Maliana actually tweeted about today's pick. "Dental visits once a year are good for you, better than being a gummy grandma or grandpa later on." Okay, gummy, that's true. You guys know as we get older, you know, our body kind of breaks down, and our grandparents, like, when I first saw my grandfather wearing dentures, it freaked me out because I walked into the bathroom, he was cleaning it, and something popped out of his mouth, and I was like, what is going on? Is my grandfather turning into a zombie? No. You know, you got to take care of your teeth when you're younger, because that's what happens, just like Maliana wrote in her tweet. Gummy grandma, gummy grandpa. And I'm not talking about gummy as in, like, a lot of Korean listeners are probably thinking like gum that we chew on. No, gums, I mean imom. Yeah, that's all you have left later on. So you want to take care of your teeth when you can. Also, Jinny Shin just wrote in Korean. 치과에 가면은 윙 하는 그 기계 소리가 너무 무서워요. 윙. Yes, that's very true. Like we said, when you hear the drill, when you're sitting in the waiting area and you're like looking back, like, okay, where the dentist at? And you hear the drill going on. You're like, uh-oh, I'm in the wrong place. It's like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. You know, Leatherface going to kill me. That's what it feels like when you're at the dentist. I mean, that's what it feels like to me. Anyways, enough about the dentist for now. We're going to move on to the next artist. Now we're going to talk about not a new group, but newer, something different that we played here. A more classic R&B style group that sings, you know, songs of spiritual stuff, something more positive. And we're talking about a vocal quartet. Can't say the word right. That are formed by 4 siblings that are raised in a musical family. Now, out of 8 siblings, 4 of them, Darrell, Rhea, Pac, and Aja, formed a group back in 2009. Now, they're a Houston, Texas-based gospel quartet that specializes in gospel-fueled CCM with elements of jazz, R&B, and soul. Now, the quartet eventually caught ear to the Grammy Award-winning vocalist and producer, Mr. Kirk Franklin, who signed the group to his own entertainment company in 2012. And you can we're going to play this song for you guys right now, but this is a song that you want to play for somebody who's going through some difficult times, or maybe, you know, just want to cheer up somebody who complains about the little things in life. Like, all they do is complain, like, oh my God, this is going on in my life right now. And you realize, like, that's nothing. But either way, you want to cheer people up. You don't want to be negative to them. So we're going to get more into the group after we hear this song. Check it out. This is The Walls Group with Perfect People. Yes, once again, that was the Walls Group singing Perfect People. Now, they kind of remind me of a spiritual version of the Jackson 5. You know, it's kind of, you know, the brothers and sisters getting together, singing together, you know, a family in one group. Very positive. Now, after they worked on a few singles, they recently released their first album on June 17th of this year called Love on the Radio. Now, the album's full of beautiful songs with amazing harmonies between the 4 siblings. And before we played the song, I just informed you guys they are siblings. I keep repeating that. So the oldest sibling, Daryl, or Darrell, is 22 years old, and Rhea Walls is the second oldest in the group. She's 17, and Paco is 15, and Aja is 15 years old as well. That's a young group of brothers and sisters right there. That's amazing. That's pretty amazing how young they are. And on their interview, they talked about Brandy. Yes, Brandy. I forgot her brother's name. Ray J's sister, of course, as one of their inspirations. And I think they have a great future ahead of them, you know, as long as they keep the positivity and the spirituality in their songs, because that's what they're known for. And a lot of people are lacking that in music these days. Everything's so negative. Anyways, we got the last song for our show set up for you. Not show, but the first half of our show I'll set it for you guys right now. It's a request by I Love Brian, and it's a song that we haven't played here yet. It's a new one for us to be playing. It's by Hope featuring Jason Mraz, and the song is called Love, 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 and I'll be back with part 2. Welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin'. It's your boy Brian Jew, and you guys ready? Today is Monday, so you know what that means. It's time for Jump Up and Get Down, where we're going to play some funky music for you guys. So if you guys have any funky tracks they want to request, please send those requests in now via Twitter, text, even emails. And the easiest way is Twitter, of course. But we're live today, so you guys can call the studio at 02-778-1013. We'll talk about our today's pick and send in your requests. Earlier we did play the song Love, Love, Love featuring Jason Mraz by Hope, requested by I Love Brian. So hope you guys enjoyed that song. But get ready. But for now, a word from our sponsors, which are SK Telecom and Huaning Pharmaceutical. Welcome back, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Jump Up and Get Down. It's a segment where we play upbeat music for you guys, mostly funky songs, because everybody needs to funk up their Mondays. I definitely need some funk in my life because my throat is kind of raspy, getting sick from the school show that I've been doing, y'all, waking up early and going to school and trying to do all these math equations and all that stuff. And I realized going back to school, it's a cool thing, you know, it's fun to be, you know, a kid again, but then I realized how much I hated certain subjects and certain situations, and that happened while you're in high school. Anyways, we played all of this good, feel-good songs for you guys to uplift your Monday earlier in the first segment of our show. Now we're going to get you guys ready for the funky songs in this segment. Now, some people, they know how to rock, some know how to sing, and the next group knows how to, you know, groove as well. So it's always amazing how they look and sound so free when they're playing music. It makes us wish we could be as free as they are. Also, they're very innovative, and they're one of the first musicians to record and distribute their music in MP3 format. And when people were trying to, you know, stay with CDs, because, you know, a lot of people were downloading MP3 songs for free online. You know what I mean? I know. Anyways, MP3 or digital music definitely changed the face of music. And Two Tone Shoe was in the middle of it, of course, and that's the group we're talking about. And as a result, we got Two Tone Shoe, who's enjoying a worldwide fan base from Italy to Brazil to Russia, and of course here in South Korea. So with no further ado, we got Two Tone Shoe with Medicine. That was Craig David with Papa Was a Rolling Stone, and before that we had Two Tone Shoe with Medicine. Now I'm not sure if you guys agree with me when Medicine was playing. I had a feeling they sounded a little bit like Jamiroquai. They had that sound like Jamiroquai going a little funky. And of course Craig David, we're not used to Craig David's sound in this song because a lot of Korean fans of his are used to more R&B tracks like 7 Days or Insomnia. But I feel like, you know, Craig David did justice to this track. You know, he also suits this kind of funky music as well. So big ups to you, Craig David. Now moving on, we're going to move on straight to requests, of course. And we have so many requests coming in. So before we play requests, we're going to read some Twitter comments. Now we have BFF J Walker FTTS Addict, wrote, high school wasn't too long ago for me and I never want to go back. I'm ready to see how it was for you though. Well, let's see. I'm not sure if you guys saw the previews for the TV show yet, but it only shows us like walking to the school, which is on a huge hill. Yes, it was. That was mayhem for me, and I totally forgot about being tardy or being late and trying to leave early, permission slips, all this stuff. And I was just like, oh my gosh, why did I agree to go back to high school? Of course, in the long run, it was me who decided to want to do this show, but I didn't realize, you know, some reality TV shows are a little bit set up. You know, some of the writers will tell you to act this way or do this in this class or this scene. But seriously, you guys are going to watch the show and be like, oh, they faked it here. They told them to do this here. No, I fell asleep in one of the classes. Let me just tell you that. I'm not sure if they're going to air that, but I literally fell asleep. Yes, that's how tired I was, and that's how much I realized I don't like going back to school. And I know a lot of people wouldn't want to go back to school either. Abby C. wrote, high school ended a long time for me. By the way, B, I'm going back to study next year to get my MBA. LOL, so I think I feel you. Well, actually, getting your MBA is probably more difficult than going back to high school and, you know, trying to learn algebra again. But it was hard. It was pretty difficult. Anyways, with that said, we're going to play a request. And the request just came in from Mariko Iguchi. And she requested a song by Parliament, and the song was called Flashlight. Wow, that was a great funky request by Mariko Gucci, and the song was by Parliament, Flashlight. Like we said today, we're talking about going to the dentist. We saw a lot of tweets earlier about that, but right now we're just getting all these requests in. People are blowing up and talking about the show that I was on recently, but it hasn't aired yet. It airs on July 12th, so if you guys are curious, go check it out. Right now, we're going to play another song for you guys. And since today is Monday, we got to play some funky songs. And this will probably be the last song for the segment, of course, before we end our show. And it's a perfect song by Mr. great multi-talented actor and singer Will Smith. And the song we got played for you guys right now, you probably guessed it already. One of his funkier tracks, of course. And the song was called Wild Wild West. That was Will Smith featuring Drew Hill with Wild Wild West. Great song, great funky song for you guys. But right now we're going to wrap things up. And before we go, we're going to go over some Twitter, some texts, of course, because we're talking about that going to the dentist today. And 6587 wrote, "This is my first time for me to listen to TBS EFM, and your voice makes me feel good." Okay, that's what I'm here to do. I'm your natural medicine for the day. Yes, well, thank you guys for tuning in. We have the last song for you guys right now set up, and it's a request, y'all. So it's a request by Suki, and it's a song by Depeche Mode. Now, that's a very, old school group. Depeche Mode, I think, came out when I was, in grade school. Yes, and that's why a lot of people don't know this group in Korea. A lot of Koreans probably don't know who Depeche Mode is, but they're a great group. A lot of people need to know about Depeche Mode. The song is called Strange Love. And once again, this is your boy Brian Ju, but don't be sad. I'm signing off right now, but don't be sad. I'll be back tomorrow at 9:05 a.m. with Depeche Mode, Strange Love. Peace. Strange Love. Peace.